Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I want to start a little mini-series about ghost photos, or unexplained ghost photos, if that makes any sense. Throughout history there's always been a ghost photo, there's always been one that crops up, and some are debunked, some, quite a few often, are not. And you've always got that one that sort of lingers and you're like, it could be fake, it could not, but no one can explain it. And no one really has all the answers. A lot of people, there's been recent ones where they've had photos taken from many years ago and then they've edited them, brought them back, and at some point someone's recognised it as a girl off a postcard, or, you know, and it's been used, and someone's recognised the photo that's been used originally and then cut and edited and pasted and redone. So I wanted to talk about the ones that are not solved, not answered for. Starting with just this particular one, and then maybe doing 2, 3, 4 as my series goes on. This first one though is more closer to home, or not closer to home to me, but a friend of mine who lives in the States. He lives in Reno, which is Nevada, which most of you over the pond would know. He went on a family holiday, or vacation as you Americans call it, to Gettysburg to see historical sites there. Obviously I'm not going to go into sort of the Battle of Gettysburg and the history of it, but you can simply look that up on the internet. There's loads of information, but there was a lot of bloodshed, and it's quite a hotspot for paranormal investigators and ghost hunters alike. And they actually now run like these ghost hunting sort of like nights or evenings, if you like. They take a guide, a tour guide takes you around, shows you what the places of interest are, which is what my friend did. This was about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even a little bit longer. And I want to show you the photo because he sent it to me because I'm quite interested in all this. So the bridge itself, I've got it written down here, it spans Marsh Creek. It's about 100 feet long. It was built in 1854. And obviously, like I said, you've got the Union and Confederate soldiers who are at war not far away. So historically, there's been some violence and many lives lost. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of these ghost hunters think that there's a chance that there may or may not be paranormal activity. So anyway, cut long story short, he went on this guided ghost hunt, if you like, with his family as part of his summer vacation tour in America. And he was told basically, he sat on the bridge, I think for a number of hours, and he was just told to repeatedly use his camera. He had a similar camera to what I'm using, a Canon. He had a similar Canon. Mine's a 750D EOS, but I think you call it something different over in the States. And he was just told, just take photos, loads and loads of photos. That's what the guide said, other than any of the other equipment they were given, you know, these EMF meters and whatever else that they're supposedly supposed to use. So anyway, he was taking photos, loads of photos, and anyway, nothing really came of it. At the end, he went home. It wasn't until the next morning he started sifting through photos. And I think he took somewhere between 30 and 50 photos, which isn't a great deal, but how many photos are you going to take? Yeah, they tell you to take loads of photos, but you're not going to take hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, are you? I mean, people don't. They do it for a novelty, they do it for a bit of fun, and then they get bored and they move on. But anyway, he did that, and one photo, not the photo before, not the photo after in sequence, just this one photo taken, I guess this 2-hour period about 5-6 years ago, shows his family to the bottom, or part of his family to the bottom left, sitting down, some other family to the right hand side of the picture, which had nothing to do with him. I think they're just other people on the tour. And then if you look to the centre of the picture, there's like a mist, I don't know if I can describe it, a mist, and it looks like 2 arms held out maybe in this sort of manner from what I can remember, and there's like a strap that comes across. Now I haven't actually looked at a Union or Confederate soldier's uniform yet, so I need to do that, and I will do that, and I'll put a picture of one of them or both of them in. It certainly looks like a head shape, shoulders, a body or a torso, some arms, can't remember about the hands, but there's definitely no bottom half, and it's very faint, but it's there. And he promises me it's not edited, he's not faked, he's not double exposed it, he's not done anything along those lines. It's just there. He said it's just one photo, the photos in sequence before and after, or any of the other photos showed nothing other than the other people that were there on the on the visit. I wanted to share that because I found it strange. It's one of them ones where I couldn't actually. I looked at it. I've changed the contrast. I've done it. It's there. It's there in the photo to me. It certainly looks like an outline. I know you get this thing called pareidolia where the brain makes you look at images and recognise them, and it could look like a person. But I just would like to share it. He didn't necessarily want to put it out there. He wasn't bothered. He showed it to me. He said, "What do you think of this?" And I was like, straight away, I was like, "Well, that's definitely an image of a person. It certainly resembles a soldier." Make what you will of it. I just wanted to share this one. This will be my first, and then I'll go to more classic, famous ghost photos that we can talk about. But I just want to show this personal one to you, and we'll go from there. So thanks very much. Please give your opinions and comments down below, and I'll try and reply to any if you ever get any. And this being my first, and my channel's very young, any comments will be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much.